Hey folks, welcome to the Wavell Pavilion, well actually the Wavell Showgrounds at the Jubilee Pavilion. We're here for the Extreme Auto Expo, and what we'll do, we're actually going to go through these doors in a tick and we'll have a look at some of the cars that are inside, maybe interview a couple of people as well. So let's go do that now. Thanks for watching, and let's go do that. You're going to follow me? Is the cameraman going to follow me? I think he is. Don't get my bottom. All right. Let's go and have a look. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we've just walked through the doors here, and look at this. I can't go past this. My cameraman, have you seen this? This is incredible. Look at this. This is the Deluxe Roadster. Now, I saw this, actually, I think we did when we did the Victorian Hot Rod Show, we quickly went around this as well, but this is amazing. The details in this car is incredible. I mean, I'm just looking at a glance, you know, from this side of it, because you're on the other side, but I'm telling you what, the little dimples in the chassis, the little details across there, right down to where, you know, you've got these little pockets on the doors, and everything is just beautiful leather, and the carpet, the marine carpet there, it's incredible. Right through to the back, you can see all the details in the back there. Amazing. Okay, so the deluxe scoots come all the way from Melbourne, I think it is, and the deluxe special, but it is beautiful. The colour is amazing. It's got that real old style look to it, especially with that colour, that dark maroon, or the light maroon there is incredible. I mean, it looks dark to me because we're in here, but it's great. Right down to the tyres. Now the tyres, they're that radial tyre, even though they look like an old school cross-block tyre. So it's got that old school look, but with the safety of the radial. You know, I don't know if you've ridden on cross-ply tyres before, but it is a spirited drive. I mean, I like it, I enjoy it, but have a look, it is good. This display, the whole display is amazing. Look at the work going into the display. I mean, how many hours do you reckon that would have taken? Oh my God. Wow. All the way from New South Wales, I think, yes. This is incredible. The interior alone is amazing. Have a look at that contoured interior. The beautiful, the way the roll cage just blends inside there, it's incredible. Now, obviously, we were saying before, these are elite cars. These are the creme de la creme of car talent. This is what it is. It's amazing. Look, the wheels on the back there are incredible. All right, this whole car is amazing, right down to the beautiful paint job. It is flawless. Look at this. The motor. You can eat your lunch off that motor, or your dinner, depends how you feel in the day. But it's just amazing. I mean, this is just one of the cars that are here, as I said, with the Roadster. It was amazing. But I keep saying amazing a lot. Well, it is.
It's our 11th show.
So I've been doing this for 11 years?
Yes.
Wow, do you imagine if I saved all that money over 11 years? I'd have a Porsche by now.
Could have bought a hot rod, or you could have bought a 1957 F100 pickup.
Yeah, I could have too. Hey, just curious though. You're funny bugger. Just curious. Just some of the cars you've got from over interstate, and some bikes as well from interstate.
Yes. Yeah, we've Sydney, Queensland, Victoria, so well represented. A couple from here, a couple from there. All cars that nobody's sort of seen in Adelaide before. So it's a little bit unique, and that's what makes us different to some of the other shows in Adelaide, because it's all local cars. We get the interstate stuff across, and a lot of people don't see, you know, like there's an FX Ute over there, guys spent 500 grand on. Yeah.
Are we allowed to say that? Too late now.
Yeah, beep. We have to beep that out, but yeah, yes. He spent 500 grand on it. It's a great little car, but you know, you don't get a lot of Adelaide people spending that money, but on the East Coast, they do it. That took them 13 years to build that car.
And you know, when we went to the Melbourne Hot Rod Show, in Geelong, at the Melbourne Hot Rod Show, we bumped into a very nice guy called Bill, who's got Evil Motorbike Company, Evil Motorcycle Company. Yep. Such a nice guy. Yeah,
Billy and the whole crew, they're really good. You know, they came over, they bought like a caddy, they bought a couple of cars, a couple of bikes, and when you look at the quality, it's like really nice. And it's different to what we have in Adelaide, so it's good that they've come across so we can sort of see what happens in Mexico, you know.
Yeah, Mexico, yeah. But I tell you, that's an elite bike. It is gorgeous, down to the details. Yeah. Now we've got some old school stuff here as well. We've got the beautiful T-Bucket here.
Yeah, there's T-Bucket here. There's like Steve Aldrich's like beautiful roadster. That's one of the nicest roadsters.
Oh, I got the name wrong before. Steve Aldrich, is it?
Well, he built it. He's not the owner, but yeah, he built it, sort of thing. And he towed it all the way over here. So yeah, it's a great looking car, and just the details on it, it's like fantastic. We were saying that before about all the details and all the quality. And of course, you got all your major sponsors coming back, and he's got to go because his phone's ringing. Thank you very much, Jeff. All right.
Say goodbye to Jeff. Goodbye, Jeff. Hi everyone, hey, welcome to My Garage Rules. Tonight we're back at the Extreme Auto Expo for 2017 Series 6. I know you're excited because I am, or Season 6 I should say, not Series 6. But I've got young Dave here now, mate. We've just done an unveil of your amazing XP 4-door. Looks like a 2-door, but it's got a chop on it as well. What an amazing car. Tell us a little bit about it.
Started this car back in 1998. Took it off the road, started modifying it, started off with doing a jag rear end and roof chop, and evolved then to front end, put a Rodtech front end in it, independent, which then eliminated the shocker towers, and we're able to then fit a bigger motor in, so I went 351 Windsor, which you can't normally fit in the...
I think this is starting to sound like those snowballing effects. So you do one thing and then it leads to another thing, which leads to another thing. It's like the knee bone's connected to the hip bone or whatever that is. But it's that interior. Oh, wow. That is really nice as well. Who did that for you?
Steve Baum at Stateside Trim at Nuriupta. And I had all the electrics done at Justin's Auto Electrics at Newry as well, and kept the few trades that I got involved, because most of it I did myself, but the other trades I kept local, and very happy with them.
Really. Now, we've got to say, like Nuriupta, now that's obviously in South Australia, the Barossa. So you're actually from Yadunda, which our camera guy, his parents are actually from Yadunda. So how's that?
Unreal. Small world.
You could be like brothers, or that's Tasmania. But anyway, sorry to all our Tasmanian fans. I do apologise, but say hello to my sister for me. Now, just tell us about the paint, though. The paint is amazing.
The paint is a 4-layer pearl. It starts off as a white base, then about 4 coats of the orange pearl, followed by about another 4 to 5 coats of the candy pearl, and then about another 6 coats of clear, of which probably a couple will rub back, I guess, trying to get it down nice and fine. And the final finish was in 4,000 grit, so yeah, she's had a lot of work done to it.
Now, look, talking about the big 10-gallon drums in the back as well, you've had it tubbed. So what size is the tyres on the back? Or the wheels?
Well, the wheels really aren't all that big. It's just with the jag rear end, the tubs look huge because they incorporate the coilover shockers as well inside the tub, so they look bigger than what they really are. Otherwise, only 2 4.5s on the rear. But that's
still big enough. That's not bad.
Oh yeah, you can't fit them under a normal XP, especially with it being that low. For the wheeled package, well, I had to be reasonably sensible because the car is registered here in South Australia. It's got full rego, and it's all engineered and all ticked off and all good.
Well, that's beautiful. And look, as I said, we said about the paint, we said about the interior, the wheels. What sort of wheels are they?
They're a centerline Trigon. They're probably an old wheel now. Back 18 years ago when I bought them and started building the car around the wheels, they were probably cutting edge. And a lot of the thing of the car, that was been the most negative part about building the car over such a long period, and now finally getting it finished, is that so many others are caught up and gutterless roof gutters and shave this and shave that, and even XPs, probably more XPs being appreciated now than 2 decades ago, so I've sort of left it a little bit too late to get it finished. Some of the tricks on it aren't probably quite as trick anymore. But
oh, mate, it looks all right. Don't you worry about that. It's an elite car is what I've been calling it all day. So, look, I want to tell you, ask you, I should say, is have you got anybody you want to thank for, one, letting you build the car, possibly the family?
Yeah, like any big build like this, the family take a bit of a knock. Well, the family didn't even exist. It was only me and my wife when I started it. Now my lad's 18, got an apprenticeship and all that. Wow. So yeah, I'd like to thank the very patient wife and the kids. And
what's her name?
Natalie.
You got it right this time.
Come on, stop being so mean to me.
And of course your lovely kids as well. So yeah.
Yeah. And the kids chip off the old block really, like they were underneath here today. Even my daughter was there polishing the wheels and stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a family affair, and so it's great.
Well, mate, I really appreciate you taking the time to come and chat to My Garage Rules for Season 6. Thank you, and we'll say goodbye. So, goodbye and My Garage Rules.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Rules.
My Garage Rules.
Rules. I like that. Back to you guys. Thank you. That was good. My rules. Well, we're back at My Garage Rules again, mate. We're back at the Extreme Show, and we've got Billy. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thank you.
Mate, we saw you at the Hot Rod Show in Geelong. Is that right? Because I don't go to Victoria much.
It's in Melbourne, in the city.
In the city.
Yep.
Now, we saw you there. You were very accommodating, and we interviewed you in front of this magnificent bike you've got here. And then from that, we invited you down to the Salix Beach for the run, and then from that, we've invited you here, and you ended up on our bloody poster.
It's fantastic. Yeah, very honoured to be a part of this show. It's fantastic reception that we've had here with all the people. They're really great.
Mate, you're so humble, and when we talk to you and so forth, and so many of people have come up and said that they've just had a big chat with you or whatever about your stuff, and they've just been blown away. You're a nice lad, and you've done some amazing things. Can we just have a quick little rundown for those people that haven't seen your bike, what you've done to this one here?
Sure. Well, we're very fortunate to have the opportunity to be asked to build a bike to take to the Moon Ice show last year in Japan. And we had about 8 months to create a bike to have it ready for shipment, and this is what we come up with in that time frame. So it's based on a 1986 Harley Davidson Sportster Evolution with a lot of handmade parts and very highly modified. The front end, the girder front end, is a completely my own design.
So what do they call it, a girder?
It's a British front end, styled girder front end. That's the style of the front legs. And we used aerial. The only parts on that front end that we used off something else was a compression and rebound springs. We used off an aerial, and then we sort of wanted to go. I really wanted that Salt Lake sort of style, inspired. Was a lot come from Burt Munro's Indian, and but I wanted to sort of have something that had a real British take on it, because the theme for motorcycles at Moon Eyes last year was Triumphs. So we sort of wanted to have a British spin, a stretched British sort of styled bike with a V-twin in it. And this is what we come up with. So.
Now, most of the stuff you've made on here, but I've just happened to notice a little fuel tank cap there. Is that Crafties?
It is Crafties, yeah. Beautiful work by Crafty B. I had a lot of good help with a mate of mine who's made nearly every single brass fastener on this. Has all been drawn in CAD and made on a CNC machine. So very fortunate to have some great people behind me to build this, to get it to this level. So
now, look, without having to move over there, because we'll get some footage of it in a minute, we got a nice little Harley sitting down on the ground there.
Yeah, that belongs to a mate of mine, PJ. That's his it's his first build. He bought another complete FLH, and basically bought a frame and just started, and that's what he come up with, mate. And he was sort of, at the time I was building this, really inspired and loved what we were doing, and he's very encouraging. And for a guy that's not overly mechanically minded, to come up with a bike of that calibre, it's an absolute credit to him. He's done a fantastic.
It looks right, even down to the gold handlebars, the grips there as well. Now, we've got some products behind us as well, so you do like a whole range of stuff, like indicators and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we do indicators and a lot of hard parts. We're starting to get more into making our own bits and pieces, and in more raw form, so not everything's finished. We make things so that other people can either chop it up, modify it to suit their own style. So they can start off with one of our components and cut it up, modify it to suit their own bike or car.
Well, a very good friend of ours is Mr. Keith Wiesner, mate, and he's done a magnificent job on your bike, a little drawing there.
Yeah, I was fortunate to meet Keith many years ago when I visited America, and he was very accommodating at the time. And when I was over there, I actually left him with some money and said, one day I'll get you to do me a picture. And he did a fantastic job. Just a few photos and emails, and he came up with that without ever seeing the bike. So he's done a great job. He does brilliant work, Keith.
A lot of people have said they've been very impressed with the way you've handled yourself here today, mate. So thank you very much. We'll have you back again, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
No, thanks. All right, back to you guys. Cheers. Thank you. everyone. Yeah, okay. This is not my garage, but I had to find out how Jeff beat me at the sand drags. All right. So anyway, hey, wasn't tonight's episode really good? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, we'll see you all next week. Meanwhile, I got to find out how he did this. Maybe he's got nitrous in here.